Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with page 32, Dihybrid Cross. And a dihybrid cross is a cross between two parents taking into consideration two different characters. So here we are going to take two different characters. And a dihybrid ratio is the one which gives us the breeding results with two pairs of contrasting characters. And Mendel tried several combinations, and one such combination was the crossing of variety with the round and yellow seeds, with another variety having wrinkled and green seeds. And when he cross-pollinated these, that is the plant bearing round and yellow seeds with the one bearing wrinkled and green seeds, in the F1 generation, he got all the plants which were bearing round and yellow seeds. And when he self-pollinated these, and in the F2 generation, the result which he got, out of 16 plants which he got, 9 of them were bearing round and yellow seeds, 3 were bearing round and green seeds, and 3 were bearing wrinkled and yellow seeds, and 1 was bearing wrinkled and green seeds. And the ratio obtained was 9:3:3:1. And the above results from the parents of F1 and then to F2 generation can be understood from the following. Like what he did, he took plants bearing round and yellow seeds with the ones and the other was wrinkled and green seeds, and he cross-pollinated these, and the F1 generation which he obtained were bearing all round and yellow seeds. This was the phenotype, and the genotype was that they were heterozygous dominant. And when these were self-pollinated, and the Punnett square in this case of dihybrid cross, we draw with 16 subsquares, and the gametes are arranged in this manner on the two sides of the Punnett square. And then we study the combination which is obtained. So first we are going to keep a finger here, and we are going to take all these one by one. Capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital Y, capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y, then capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Then next, capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small y. Next, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small y. Then, capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, then small r, capital Y, capital Y, small r, capital Y, small y. Next, capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, small y. Then small r, capital Y, small y, small r, small y, small y. So this was the combination obtained in the F2, or the offsprings obtained in the F2 generation. And the phenotype of F2 generation is 9:3:3:1. 9 plants were bearing round and yellow seeds, 3 were bearing round and green seeds, 3 were bearing wrinkled and yellow seeds, and 1 was bearing wrinkled and green seeds. Now 9 we'll count bearing round and yellow seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And 3 bearing round and green seeds. 1, 2, 3. Then 3 bearing wrinkled and yellow seeds. 1, 2, 3. And only 1 was bearing wrinkled and green seeds. So this is the phenotype of F2 generation. And the genotype of a dihybrid cross is a very complex one, which we are not going to study at this level, and it is not in your syllabus. Only phenotype of F2 generation is there. So this much we do for this dihybrid cross. Then we come over to the Mendel's laws of inheritance. 3 laws he put forward. First one was law of dominance. Out of a pair of contrasting characters present together, only one is able to express itself, while the other remains suppressed. So a pair of contrasting characters are there, and only one is able to express itself, the other one remains suppressed. And the one which is able to express itself is called dominant character, and the one which remains unexpressed is called recessive. And the recessive character can be expressed only when the pair consists of both recessive, that is, it is homozygous recessive. Then the law of segregation, also called the law of purity of gametes. The 2 members of the pair of factors separate during the formation of gametes. So the 2 members of the pair of factors, they separate during the formation of gametes. They do not blend, but separate or segregate into different gametes. And the gametes combine together by random fusion at the time of zygote formation. Then law of independent assortment. When there are 2 pairs of characters, the distribution of the alleles of one character. So when 2 pairs of characters are there, then the distribution of the alleles of one character into the gametes is independent of the distribution of the alleles of the other character. They are not dependent on each other, they are independent and can segregate or separate or distribute themselves into the gametes, as we have seen in the F1 generation of dihybrid cross. So these are the 3 laws of Mendel. So we do only up till here for today.